What just happened is really bad. Now, I don't want to use hyperbole. However, what just happened today is really bad. It's something that I have never seen happen in my lifetime. It's something I couldn't ever even really imagine happening. What am I talking about? I am talking about probably the two highest offices in the United States. I'm talking about the Supreme Court of America, of the United States, and I'm talking about the Department of Justice. Two of the highest offices, some of the highest esteemed offices, should be most respected offices, have both had massive leaks that have leaked information on one side of the most divisive and polarizing topics and discussions in the United States today. Now, this is nothing light to be discussed. Let me jump in and show you exactly what I'm looking at here. So just now we saw that there was a DOJ, Department of Justice, data leak that revealed the names, addresses, and more of all the state's concealed carry permit holders. So let's see, right here. A California Department of Justice, DOJ, data leak Monday revealed names, addresses, so now they know where you live, the ages, and other information related to the state's concealed carry permit holders. This includes, but is not limited to, a person's name, age, address, criminal identification index, number, and license type. Now, it says that the state of California, quote unquote, accidentally released the private information of nearly 3,500 firearm instructors. Now, does this seem like a coincidence to you? California accidentally, the Department of Justice accidentally released all of this information. The Department of Justice in California. Now, this is on the back of the Supreme Court of the United States, SCOTUS, had a leak that released the Roe versus Wade ruling before it came out. Now, the highest court in America, one of the three branches of government, leaked information on the most divisive topic today. And now the California Department of Justice leaked information. Now, is there any coincidence to this? Let's take a look at this. So what we can see here, again, here's on Yahoo, just so you can see, depending on where you like to get your news from. Some people think that some sites are more biased than others. So here we see Yahoo showing the same thing. But let's jump a look at this. So here it says that the Supreme Court puts almost all of California guns control in danger. This is the San Francisco Gate. So the Supreme Court had recently ruled on gun control. And it ruled that a lot of the states had unconstitutional gun control measures. One of the states, which was California. California is not happy about this at all because California wants to be the most restrictive state in the nation on gun control. And so that ruling by the Supreme Court went against California's gun policy. Now, California was not happy about that at all. What we can see here, California vows, I solemnly swear, right? Vows stronger gun laws after the Supreme Court decision. So, California's governor and the attorney general vowed to adopt new gun control measures after the Supreme Court weakened states' ability to place limitations on concealed permits, they said. So what is this saying? So California's governor and attorney general vowed to adopt new gun-controlled measures after the U.S. Supreme Court told them they couldn't. Let's think about that. So the Supreme Court, the highest court of the United States, issued a law, or revoked one, that California didn't like. And California, both the governor and the California Supreme Court, California and the Attorney General from the DOJ, you get that, right? The Attorney General is part of the Department of Justice, right? Okay. So those two people vowed to adopt new gun control measures after the Supreme Court weakened their ability to place limitations on concealed permits. They said that these new bills would keep Californians safe. They vowed that. We can see here, California takes aim at the Supreme Court's concealed gun ruling. So, do you see what's going on here? California legislature ignores the Supreme Court of the United States and continues to push gun control. So let's think about this. So the Supreme Court makes a ruling that California doesn't like. Now, it's the Supreme Court of the United States. California doesn't like it. They vow, in their own words, the governor and the attorney general, the head of the Department of Justice, vow to go against that. In their own words, I saw in one of these articles here, they said that they would, right here, we're going to push the envelope, but we're going to do it in a constitutional way, said Democratic Senator Anthony Portantino. So you see that. You see what they're saying here. We are going to push the envelope. We are going to push back. We're going to do everything we can to overturn this ruling by the Supreme Court of the United States. And then the DOJ just happens to accidentally release the information of over 3,500 people, the names, their addresses, their ages. They just happen to release that. Is that just a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence that the Supreme Court just had a leak on Roe v. Wade on another very controversial topic? And both of these will have you, or were on one side of the polarized debate. They were both in favor of conservative positions, conservative right to life, conservative on protecting gun laws, and the leaks were leaked on these topics to push back on those. Is that any coincidence to you? Now, this is stuff that you would see in, Venezuela. You might see in the Republic of Congo in Africa. You might see in, Russia or Belarus. This isn't stuff that you would see in the United States, where the two most highly regarded offices in the United States, the Supreme Court, one of the three branches of the United States, and the Department of Justice, supposed to be justice, are literally being run by activists leaking information to get you enraged, fighting with one another, to seed division in the state. That's what's happening. Now, it's no surprise that we see this right here. 78% of people believe the nation is on the wrong track. It says right here, 78% of voters, that's a lot, 78% believe the President Joe Biden's America is on the wrong track, increasing by over 25 points. So that means that less than 12% of people believe the nation is on the right track. Now, look, I don't know which side of the debate you're on. You believe in pro-life or you believe in pro-abortion. I don't know if you believe in the Second Amendment and that our Constitution guarantees us the right to bear arms, or you think that we should ignore the Constitution. I don't know which side that you're on. But I would hope that regardless of which side you're on, you would at least be for the rule of law. That's what I would hope, right? And there is a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things, all right? We have a rule of law and that rule of law should be followed. Now, I may not like what you have to say. There's a lot of things that people say that I don't like, that get me enraged. But I would always fight to protect their right to say that. And if somebody wanted to overturn that, then it should be followed by a rule of law. Otherwise, what are we? Are we Venezuela? Are we Iran? Are we Belarus or Russia? Is that where you want? Or do you want a nation that has a rule of law? I hope you understand what happens when the rule of law is declining. Now, it goes on to say here that here's the following are the top 6 issues that Americans are fearing. High cost of living, inflation, 37%. The economy in general, I would imagine those are both pretty bad. Crime, violence, up 9%. Abortion, 8%. Environmental climate change, 7%. Guns, 7%. These are the issues. But the bigger issue for me is, like I said, the highest officers of the United States are losing their integrity. We have activists that are working to purposely divide us on these polarizing issues and destroy the confidence that we have in the system and the rule of law. And that is the biggest problem that we're facing today. At least that's what I think, but I'd love to hear what you think. Leave me a comment down below and tell me. Of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that bell notification so you're notified when I put them out. Hit the like button if you like the video. And that's what I got for you today, all right? To your success. I'm out. Since you've stayed to the end, I know you like this video, which means you're probably gonna really like this video right here and this video right here.